Good morning, people. Here I am at beautiful Nanuya railway station. Just about to embark on another rail hike from Nanuya to Great Western through Radella. Nanuya is located at 1623 meters above sea level. So this is heart of the upcountry. So let's start our journey from this beautiful station and continue towards Radella and then towards Great Western. I'm going to break it into two parts, one from Nanuya to Radella, the second part from Radella to Great Western. I hope the weather will stay nice and sunny and the rain gods will stay away. Stay tuned and let's get together for yet another wonderful hike. Okay, here we are going towards Radella. This is the end of the Nanuya railway platform towards Great Western. The distance between Nanuya and Radella is approximately 4.4 kilometers and we are going down roughly 73 meters. Translated into feet, that's approximately 240 feet. Okay, let's get down and meet the first of 3 bridges that we come across on this journey. This is the Nanuya railway bridge, located very close to the station. This is built across Nanuya river, which originates from Gregory Lake. Right, let's walk on this. I need to be very careful so as not to wobble you. There's a bit of a wind too. I wonder if you can hear above the wind noise. This bridge is roughly 75 meters in length. We can see the 205.5 kilometer post here, located very close to the Nanuya railway station. From Nanuya to Badulla it's 85 kilometers if I'm not mistaken, and to Colombo it's 205. To Ella and Kandy it's 64 and 98 kilometers respectively, if my memory serves right. Okay, we are now almost at the end of this bridge. I would like to show you the mighty Nanuya river also. Now we are getting close to the Nanuya waterfall. There are 2 very prominent waterfalls in and around Nanuya railway station. One is the Nanuya Falls and the other is the Glasso Falls. The villagers also call it the Ice Falls. I'm sure there's no doubt about it because the water is so cold. Therefore, it's not rocket science to figure out why it's called Ice Falls. Now this Nanuya, I told you, is a tributary of Mahavali river and there are so many branches which join Nanuya. This Nanuya waterfall as well as Glasso Falls are 2 such tributaries. Now we are getting close to the Nanuya Falls. Alright, now we are very close to the Nanuya waterfall and the bridge. There is a bridge across the Nanuya Falls. Then there is another bridge across Glasso Falls. Now this Nanuya Falls and its bridge are very well known by the railway fans because this is where probably the only place in Sri Lanka you can photograph or video a train going over a waterfall. I'm sure you must have seen some very beautiful videos in India where their railway line goes through such landscapes, but in Sri Lanka this is probably the only place where you can see such dramatic scenery. I intend to capture 1 or 2 trains during my stay in Nanuya because I'm going to roam around this place for the next 2 days. Hopefully I'll be able to capture 1 or 2 such trains going over the Nanuya waterfall. Now this is the bridge I was telling you about. Walking on the railway line is not very easy because I have to like hop from one sleeper to the other. I hope the GoPro is keeping the footage nice and stable. You can probably hear the waterfall now. Let's go close and see. This is the Nanuya waterfall bridge and the Glasso estate above that. Okay, here we go over the Nanuya waterfall. Can you hear the waterfall? This is in fact a dream come true. Right, we are out of the Nanuya railway bridge, the waterfall bridge rather. Let's go and have a look at the waterfall now. Nanuya waterfall and Glasso tea factory are towards that side. I'm sure you can hear the waterfall really well. We will come and see her probably tomorrow. We are now reaching towards Glasso Falls and the bridge. You must have enjoyed the view taken when crossing the Nanuya waterfall bridge. We need to make sure they are named properly. We met the Nanuya bridge first, then the Nanuya waterfall bridge. This is the Glasso waterfall bridge. There are 3 bridges located very close to each other, and when it comes to the length of them, the Nanuya bridge is the longest, followed by the Nanuya waterfall bridge and the Glasso bridge. Right, we are almost here. Okay, let's go in and cross the Glasso waterfall bridge. Okay, let's cross the Glasso waterfall bridge with my GoPro because I want to make sure this footage remains as stable as possible. Don't pay attention to the waterfall on either side. I'll come back after crossing this and video it for you. Right now let's pay 100% attention to the bridge and the pathway. But there are a couple of people coming in. I might have to wait and let them pass. Okay, let's continue. This is the Glasso tea factory. You can see very beautiful structure, typical of the Sri Lankan tea factories. Let's zoom in a bit. Looks to be a functional one. Unfortunately, most of our tea factories abandoned now. Right, let's continue our railway hike then. This is a good vantage point to observe Nanuya from the railway line. You can see the Glasso tea factory towards the bottom left hand corner, then the Nanuya railway station towards the middle, and part of the Nanuya town. And there are some housing scheme also towards the right of the frame. Let's zoom in towards the railway station. This is a somewhat zoomed in view towards the railway station. You can also make out a tea factory, looks to be abandoned. Former Udupusala railway line was also somewhere up there. Unfortunately, it's no more. Glasso tea factory from another angle. You can see towards the back of it. There are some chimneys also. I've left the tea estate of Glasso and some farmlands, mainly vegetables, behind me. We crossed 3 railway bridges, Nanuya waterfall and Glasso waterfall. And then we also saw the Glasso tea factory, distant view of the Nanuya railway station and Nanuya town. Now we are continuing towards Radella, which I told you is 4.4 kilometers from Nanuya railway station. We are climbing down approximately 240 feet towards Radella. Now Radella, between Nanuya and Radella, there are few significant landmarks. Number one is tunnel number 17. I think that is the only tunnel which you come across between Great Western and Pattipola. There's nothing else on this stretch. So that's a very significant landmark. Now, before Radella, we come across Radella waterfall. In 2013, when we were walking along the railway line, we came across that beautiful but tiny waterfall, which we called aptly as Radella Falls. So we should be able to see here, but not sure about the water level today. There will also be a railway bridge across that. There are no trains expected for the next 1.5 hours. I'm waiting for Podimanike coming from Colombo, and then Udratamanike from Nanuya towards Colombo. Those two ladies should be crossing each other at Great Western, but I don't think I'll be able to reach Great Western by then. Okay, wind is a bit strong, so let's continue journey. This is the surrounding views. You can see towards Hatton, Talawakale, Nanuya, Nuwara main road. Nanuya river is flowing somewhere in the middle of that valley. The time is almost 11:30. I just realized I haven't had any breakfast, any solids or liquids since morning, since rather waking up. No breakfast. I think it's a good indication what a crazy rail fan I am. This is the view towards Radella and beyond. Here I am after having a bit of water and some snack. I didn't feel I was starving until I stopped to enjoy the view here. Anyway, now this is towards the Nanuya. I'm expecting the Colombo bound Podimanike in about half an hour to 40 minutes. And the Badulla bound Podimanike should be coming from the opposite end. Normally they are crossing at each other at Great Western. Unfortunately, I won't be there. But remember, last time I was lucky enough to see 2 trains crossing from the top of Great Western Mountain. I think you would have seen that video. Anyway, now the Radella station and the Radella tunnel are very close by. So let's continue our journey, because there's very little time for me to manage today's hike. This stretch reminds me of the Madavachchi Anuradhapur area. Looks very dry and parched, probably due to the dry season now in the upcountry. Anyway, you can see the 203rd kilometer post to the right. These signals I have trekked approximately 2.7 to 8 kilometers from the Nanuya railway station. This means I have yet another 1.6 kilometers to reach Radal station. Let's hurry up, people. Okay, let's do a bit more video here because one of my favorite mountains in Sri Lanka is ahead. That is the Great Western Lady. She's the 7th highest in Sri Lanka. If I'm not mistaken, she's 2,215 meters in height. I hope my memory is correct, because I've climbed her at least 3 times. The elevation difference between the railway line and the summit point is roughly 700 plus meters, if my memory serves right. I need to refresh my memory so that I can give you accurate figures, but that should be very close to the correct number. I actually met a railway linesman who are keeping an eye on the railway track, help maintain it. They are generally very friendly people, and they get very fascinated by people like me who are crazy railway fans. Should I say die-hard railway fans? And who go to extreme lengths to be able to come and enjoy this upcountry railway line especially. It's always worthwhile stopping by and talking to those people. They will help you with important landmarks. Now I'm actually about half a kilometer from the Radalla tunnel, or I should say actually tunnel number 17. Towards Watagoda you get tunnel number 16, that is at the mouth of Watagoda Great Rail Track Loop. I think I got the name correct, because you are very familiar with the Damodar railway loop, but not many people have heard or familiar with the Watagoda Great Rail Track Loop. I actually was lucky enough to experience it inside a S12 engine. That video should be there for you to find out. And that's where the tunnel number 16 is. And then towards Badulla, tunnel number 18 is beyond Pattipola, passing summit level. The tunnel 18 is a very historic one. I think that has so much history, and it was a great engineering marvel by the Sri Lanka railway engineers, who had to endure so much in order to make sure that tunnel remains safe for railway passengers. Now I can see a small V-cut shaped thing here. Let's go close and see, people. Okay, I'm going to walk you through this V-cut shape point. This actually brought back some very sweet memories from 2013, approximately 8 years ago, when I was crazily doing rail hikes from Bandarawela to Uduvara, then Nidalgassinna all the way towards Navalapitiya, and then Kadugannawa and Rambukkana. In addition to that, very recently, I think in 2019, I was lucky enough to do 2 low country rail hikes. That was between Madavachchiya and Anuradhapura, and the second one was between Anuradhapura and Mihintale. Fortunately, I was able to record the latter 2 journeys, but the first part of my rail hiking is only found in pictures and some internet blogs. You might have read them. Those are the times that I was not very much into recording my journeys. Now you are going with me, enjoying the same beauty, but you probably know it's nothing like seeing it for real. Anyway, I'm recording this so that you would get a as close to realistic feeling as possible. Okay, now we are coming to 126th mile post and 3/4. When we reach tunnel number 17, I intend to do 2 videos. I want to help you understand how to measure the length of a railway tunnel. Now I'm doing this journey in English so that this will help some of the people who are not familiar with the language in Sinhala. If I get lucky enough to do this journey once again, I'll do that in Sinhala so that my Sri Lankan fans will be able to follow with me rather easily. Now, coming back to the length of the railway tunnels, because it's a very interesting thing. I know you can measure the length of the tunnel. You can either Google search that. The tunnel distances might be on internet. If you really want, you can come to the tunnel, use a tape measure or one of these electronic gadgets to measure the length. But I'm going to show you something completely different, which needs a bit of brain work. You would need to do a bit of mathematics, but that's a very interesting thing. So hopefully, if the weather holds, because I can see there are some dark clouds in the distance, Great Western lady is smiling at me. She and I have some very wonderful memories. So when I go to the tunnel, I'll explain how the length is measured. Anyway, I also plan to try and capture one of these new S14 ladies at the tunnel, but my time is also very pressing. I need to make sure I get to Great Western before the Udratamanike reaches there. Therefore, I might have to continue the journey without stopping for the S14 lady at the tunnel. This is a ground level view of the railway line. You can see these concrete sleepers have a slight depression in the middle. This is not something I'm very familiar with. I wonder if it is done either to save concrete or to increase the stability. I have no clue. Okay, here we are at Radalla tunnel or tunnel number 17. Now I promised to show you a way to measure the length of the railway tunnel without having to Google search or use a measuring gadget, tape, something like that. For us to do that, we need a bit of help. That help is already provided by the CGR. When we go close to the tunnel, I'll show you what is that, which will help us measure the length of the tunnel. Right, I think now you can make out the tunnel signage. Can you make it out now? Okay, let me take you closer. Typically, these signages are pasted on the tunnel wall itself, on either side of the tunnel mouths. Whenever it's not possible to do so, railway department has put up this signage just before the railway tunnel on these poles like this, which is really good because it's really important that we know these signs. Okay people, now the Colombo bound Podimanike is due in about 10-15 minutes at Nanuoya. Oh, I can hear her hooting all the way from here. So I need to make a quick move. I wonder if I should cross the tunnel and await on the other side. Let's hurry up and see if we can get to the other side, people. Anyway, I hope the separate video that I have done to show you how to measure the tunnel is helpful. That will probably help you make out the distance, the length of the tunnel rather easily. Now this is the tunnel number 17. Okay, I think I can cross this before the train arrives. Should I take a chance? I think I should. Okay, you can probably hear the Vahilinis in the tunnel. I managed to come almost to the other end. It's pretty dark here. And that person entered into the tunnel. I hope it wasn't a ghost. That means I have a bit more time left, which will help me explore it from this side. Now this is how I come out of the tunnel. Normally, inside the tunnel you get this claustrophobic feeling. I wonder if that's what make people want to hoot. That they get those, hidden characteristics of themselves, being wolves or jackals or foxes in their previous lives. Very interesting phenomenon. Anyway, I think I can stick around here waiting for the Chinese lady. Now that I know she arrived in Nanuya, she should be here fairly soon. Let's play the waiting game then, people. Here I am waiting for the Colombo bound Podimanike. And this child is going into the tunnel. Is this place haunted and full of ghosts? I wonder if he's taking an unnecessary risk. Anyway, I found this place. Going to hang around until she arrives. One way or the other. Okay, my toothpaste manike. I am ready. Are you ready? Oh, as Rajinikanth would have said, Naan ready, Neenga readya. Waiting and waiting and waiting for you to come through that tunnel number 17. You guys are gonna get lucky as much as I am if she comes through here in the next couple of minutes. I'm going to get ready and stand by. Okay, people, there she comes. Did you enjoy that, people? I'm still shivering from the suspense because it was killing me having to wait all that time. It was as if it was my first date going to meet a Chinese girl. That was so exhilarating. I don't know. I'm lost for words. But anyway, and wonderful opportunity. I managed to capture a couple of pictures as well as a small video. I'm sure you would have watched it by now. And that was fantastic. Now, talking about the railway tunnels, I just want to give you a small message now that I'm here. The message I want to give you is that please do not litter when you are going on the train, especially inside the tunnels. Because people have a tendency to throw garbage out of the windows, especially when they are inside the tunnel. Just because it's dark, they think, okay, there's no harm coming out of it or nobody sees it. But there is so much damage done to the environment, as well as there could be people waiting along these lines in an emergency. If you are throwing something out, there's a chance that it will hit that person. When you compare the velocity of the train, whatever you are going to throw out of the window is going to hit with such force that person might die. Therefore, please think about it. Don't ever litter, be it inside a tunnel or wherever you go in the train. Dump your garbage to the dedicated places. Don't throw garbage out of the windows. Please adhere to that. Help protect our mother nature. Let's continue our journey there. So people, we are now very close to the Radalla station. There are a few streams flowing underneath the railway line. These go and connect with the Nanuya. These are like tributaries of the Nanuya river. Now you saw the beautiful Chinese lady, or in my words, toothpaste mannequin, coming out of the tunnel number 70. Now I'm probably going to catch the second toothpaste mannequin, or the Podi mannequin Padulla bound at Radalla station. There are people coming towards me, those who got down from the Radalla station. There are some people going to the station, probably take the train towards Nanuya and beyond. These ladies are wearing very colorful clothes, very interesting. Okay, I don't want to intimidate them, so I'm going to stop recording from here. Okay, now we are getting very close to the Radalla bridge and the Radalla falls. There are a few ladies coming on the bridge, back and forth. What I'm going to do is I'm going to close to the bridge, cross it, and then take a video of the Radalla falls, then go to the Radalla station, take a small video, and wrap up my journey from Nanuya to Radalla over 4.4 kilometers, and then start my second stage from the same joint. Okay, here I am at Radalla station, finally ending my journey. Had to wait more than half an hour waiting for that Chinese lady. Today they seem to be keeping me waiting. Wonder why is that? Anyway, this is the Radalla station. I've trekked 4.4 kilometers. Radalla is at 1550 meters, and I've climbed down nearly 73 meters or 240 feet. Okay people, then it's time to wrap up my journey at Radalla railway station. Having trekked 4.4 kilometers from Nanuya over approximately 2.5 hours. Remember, I had to wait about 45 minutes for the two trains to come and meet me. I'll see you once again during the journey between Radalla and Great Eastern.